So I have just made my very first training plan. Why? Because I'm not happy with my current body. So this is me and what I currently look like and sitting at 85 kilograms, but there is a problem with my plan. I don't know if it sucks or if it's actually somewhat decent. I am going to walk you through my plan, explain my goals, and if you're more experienced or even an expert, it'd be great if you could tell me whether I'm on the right track or whether this plan will just absolutely wreck me. The first goal and priority I had was to be injury-free. This is the most important thing for me, so that way I'm able to be consistent and not fuck myself up in the process. Second priority was climbing. I boulder specifically about 2 to 4 days a week, and that is by far my favorite hobby. So I don't want my gym sessions and my exercises to get in the way of that and really affect my performance very heavily. 3, functional and physical strength. This is quite basic, just strength that transfers to useful everyday stuff and anything that can be helpful. Number 4, time efficient. I don't want to spend more than an hour and a half in the gym. At least at the moment, I've got other stuff to be doing. Number 5 is aesthetics, and this is super far down the list as it will happen, but it's not nearly my priority compared to everything else that I have mentioned. Number 6, zombie apocalypse, just in case. Now, there are quite a few different splits that I have found out about. So the main options I saw were full body, which is each part of the body 3 or 4 times a week, which seems great, but it doesn't fit in around climbing. So that one was just out, but for beginners, it sounds fantastic. So there is a bodybuilder split that didn't seem too good for me. It's more about the aesthetics in individual muscles rather than the body as a whole, and looks more like it's for size rather than actual functional strength. And the last one that really stood out to me was the push and pull routine, which fits perfectly into bouldering, as bouldering already involves a lot of pulling already. Now, for my exercises and weekly routine that I came up with. Let's start off with Tuesday. Tuesday will be my pull day, and often route set on that day. For anyone that doesn't know, route setting is creating routes for other climbers to climb. So it's quite physically demanding. You spend a lot of time on the wall, a lot of time holding and testing out different moves. And you're also constantly going up and down the ladder. After that, I'll then go into a light climb, pull-ups, assisted wide lockouts, and crimp training. And I'll do all of these for max sets until failure in each repetition. On to Wednesday, which will be a push day. So I'm going to start off with assisted dips between 10 and 20 reps. And then into incline bench press, 5 and 15 reps for a superset. I'm then going to go into the barbell shoulder press for 10 to 20 reps, 3 to 4 sets, and then finish that all off with a tricep pushdown between 10 and 20 reps for 3 to 4 sets. Thursday will be my hard climbing day, so that's going to be pushing brutes much harder and really focusing on a bit more on power and in technique, trying to push my body more with climbing. Then after that's done, I will then go into finger and forearm training, particularly just crimps. I won't be doing any pull-ups that day. And then I'll also end on assisted wide lockouts as well. Okay, Friday and Saturday, this is where it's going to get a bit different. I'm going to listen to my body. So if I'm super sore from everything else I've done, I will rest. If I don't feel fatigued and sore, I will go into my second push workout for the week. And if I'm super sore, then push workout will move to Saturday and I will rest. Now, the only thing I've changed is everything's the same as Tuesday, Wednesday. Everything's the same as Wednesday, but I just swap the incline bench to do it before the assisted dips and then change between those two. That's it. Sunday will be a climbing day and I'll just be climbing 2 to 4 hours. No additional training, just straight up climbing. Monday will be an optional push day. If my body can handle it, I'll do it. If not, I will rest. Let's talk about why I chose those rep and set ranges. So I left a margin of 10 reps so that any weight within that space is fine as long as I'm failing or getting really close to failure. For reps is mainly for progression reasons, but I'll go more in depth into progression in a minute. So the set ranges are based off studies which suggest 10 to 20 sets a week. I did see something about Jeff Nippard says 1 to 5 sets a week, which may be right, but that also feels super low to me. But he's an expert, so I'm not too sure about that, and it's a bit confusing. but working out 1 set a week, I don't know how effective that would be. So in total, chest, I'll be hitting that about 24 to 30 times a week. Triceps, 36 to 39 sets a week. Shoulders, 9 to 12 sets a week, plus climbing, plus my front shoulders from all the bench press and dips. So my back, forearms, and biceps. Backs and forearm is pretty much guaranteed between 6 to 10 hours of climbing, and then an additional 10 sets on top of that. So that should be more than enough for my back. So biceps also get quite a solid workout in climbing, which I'm surprised about. I mean, mine's not huge. Climbing doesn't make it huge, but it does make it super, super dense. So my arms have already got a lot bigger just from climbing over a set amount of time. All right, let's talk about progression. So I'll be aiming to increase reps to be able to be hitting 15 reps consistently in each set. If I do, next time I'll bump up the weight because I know I can do it safely. If I hit 20 reps, then that weight is too light and I should increase it. So my reps should be increasing over time, and then I can bump up the weight and then repeat. My training philosophy will be train hard, hit failure or get as close to failure as possible for every set. It's simple and consistent, focusing on good form and technique, no jerky motions with any heavy amount of weight, and trust the process. So overall, this is my training plan. Does it suck? If anyone that does have more experience and can give me feedback or ways to improve it, that would be awesome. I'm going to be sticking to this for about 1 or 2 months, review it, and then go from there. Unless it's something that everyone agrees upon that I should change immediately, then I'll probably do that earlier. If you want to follow along and see whether this plan actually makes me stronger, that'd be awesome. And the best way to do that would be to subscribe. I'm going to be doing updates along the way. Thanks for watching. And any fitness tips or advice would be greatly appreciated. So thank you very much.